One of the questions I've been getting a lot lately is, Rachel, what do I do with the money I make? Or how do I plan for big life changes? In fact, just this past week, a few people have asked me about their big up and coming life changes, and they've asked for some guidance on the next steps. So you might be watching this video because you're experiencing some big life changes, like a big tax return, or saving for a wedding or a house, getting a sudden inheritance, or making more money in your business. Now, real fast, that's super relatable because I just moved. Stuff isn't even decorated yet. I know what it's like to go through tons of life changes, but let me guess. Now you're trying to figure out your next step. How do I get started with saving and investing? In this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of awesome steps that have been really helpful for me. Important disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Let me say it again. This is not financial advice. I am simply sharing with you what I wish I had known sooner. My name is Rachel Peterson, and in the last 10 years, I went from single mom on welfare to owning 2 multiple 7-figure businesses. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys is not the path that I took. However, in hindsight, my goodness, I wish I had taken this path. I made so many mistakes along the path with saving, spending, investing, or a lack of some of those things at times. But one thing that I really and truly learned over the last 10 years is that finances are confusing. They're not exactly taught to us in school. So you might be watching this and thinking, how do I save? Where do I save? How do I get started? How do I invest? And today I'm going to share with you 2 paths that are super, super helpful to help you figure out your next steps, especially when it comes to your finances. I'll say this one more time. None of this is meant to be financial advice, but rather some best practices that I've discovered, the steps I wish I had taken sooner, and what we have done to fix our financial entire picture. All right, so there are 2 paths that I really love to focus on. And everyone goes through a different season. Now, you may have experienced a growth in finances in your business, and you're starting to wonder, like, okay, now what? Do I splurge on a hot tub? What do I do with all of this new money that's coming in? I'm not used to this. But on the flip side, sometimes we also have to take a slow and gradual path towards saving and investing, and that can be the right path for many people. Important note, nowhere in this video are you going to hear me say that you need to skip coffee, skip avocado toast, or any of the amazing little delicacies or luxuries that we enjoy day to day, but rather 2 different paths that can be really powerful to support you in setting yourself up financially. All right, so there are 2 paths we're going to focus on today. The first path is a little more of like the life changes. So this one's a little more major. Life changes. These are big shifts, and we experience big shifts at different times, whether it's saving for a house, or maybe you've recently sold a house, or you're planning a wedding. This is something that we experience multiple times throughout our lives, and feel free to share in the comments if this is you right now. You're going through big life changes. Maybe you got a new job or a promotion or some type of tax return and you're excited about it. The second path is more of slow and gradual. Now, what's interesting is as you watch this video, there's a chance that you may actually see a need for both of these paths, depending on exactly where you are focusing your energy and what your next few years look like. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is that this video is brought to you in partnership through CIT Bank, and we're going to talk a little bit about them because they have an incredible, exciting promotion coming up that I'm so excited about and super honored to share with you today. All right, so the first path is interesting, okay? You got a tax return, you just sold a house, you're saving for a house, you're planning for a wedding, you just got a promotion, or maybe you sold a business, all right? So sometimes we might be sitting and just having all of that money in our checking account, not really doing a lot for us. So if we're gonna go the path of major life changes, if that's you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It might be time to open a money market account with CIT Bank. CIT Bank has an incredible promotion on their money market accounts. Meaning, ready for this? If you fund your CIT money market account with $15,000 and maintain that balance for 60 days, you will get a year of Amazon Prime valued at $139. just for putting your finances that are funding your major life changes into that money market account for 60 days. Plus, you will also enjoy some awesome perks and rates specifically for putting that money into a money market account. Now, here are the details once again. So CIT Bank Money Market account, if you open one of these with $15,000 and maintain that balance for 60 days, you may qualify for 1 year of Amazon Prime valued at $139. Plus, CIT Bank has some amazing things going for them, like great rates, no fees, awesome perks, including a year of Amazon Prime worth $139, and so much more. You can check it out in the link beneath this video as well as in the pinned comment. Now, most of us experience these life changes several times a year, right? Or several times a decade. But if you're in the place where you need to go a little more slowly and gradually, I'm gonna share with you some steps that are really, really powerful. And it can be incredibly beneficial to open a money market account. Essentially, a lot of times people ask me, what's a money market account? Essentially, a money market account allows you, when you are beginning in saving and investing, to save your money, use it as regular checking, but still accumulate interest on the money that you're putting into that account. Now, this is the path that I absolutely love, and I'm gonna break down all of the steps. It's simple, but not necessarily easy, especially if you are new to the world of saving and investing. So here are the steps that I wish I had taken on this slow and gradual path. Step number 1, create a budget. This is super, super, super important. There's a quote I once heard that I absolutely love. A wallet expanded does not easily contract. Meaning that if you create your budget here, now, today, as you get a promotion, as major life changes happen, as your business grows and you make more money, you want to actually keep the budget that you created based on your finances here, now, today. Step 2, create a plan to generate an extra $1,000 per month. Now, if you're a freelancer, which is my expertise and something I absolutely am passionate about, that might be 1 or 2 clients per month, you will then be generating an extra $1,000 per month. But step 3 is absolutely essential. Stick to your original budget. This is key because otherwise, you're just gonna spend all the way up to the expanded wallet, and that extra increase in your finances isn't going to ultimately affect your ability to save and or invest. Step 4, if you invest this $1,000 extra per month for 20 years at just 5%, you'll have $415,000 in your account in 20 years. That's fantastic. In 30 years, that's $840,000. But even cooler, in 40 years, that's $1.5 million saved simply by creating a budget, generating more than that budget, and saving the difference. Now, let's say your business does well and you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clients and you're generating an extra $2,000 per month. Now, the interesting thing to keep in mind is that a lot of times we have this belief that if we wait longer, it's going to be easier to save and invest. And I also fell into that trap too as we built our business. The problem is I didn't follow the steps that I just shared. And so whenever we got, let's say, a tax return or closed a big client, I was like, payday, cash in, this is so fun. There was actually a point in our business where, and this is even hard for me to admit, but we were generating $86,000 per month in our 2 businesses combined. And I was blowing through the money almost faster than it came. It was difficult to make payroll. I literally thought I was Oprah, like giving people cars, sending family on vacations, because the truth is you have to learn budgeting, saving, and investing where you are today. Otherwise, we don't just magically get all of those skills and habits from time or making more money. This is actually part of the reason why it is estimated that about 70% of lottery winners go broke. And it's because they didn't create a change in their saving habits and their lifestyle habits. An absolutely fantastic read to understand how to save, invest, and truly build wealth that sets you free is a book. Now, I will give you a heads up. This book has a lot of stories that are incredibly out of date, but the principles and lessons lessons in this book still apply today. And that book is The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. His rules for wealth and money are so fantastic and put together so well in this book. I 10 out of 10 recommend reading it. However, if you're watching this today and you're like, I just have this gut feeling it's time for me to start saving, it's time for me to start investing, first up, follow the steps that I shared, but you can check out CIT Bank in the link below and see all of their amazing, amazing features. For example, many accounts require that you have a $2,500 minimum deposit. CIT's minimum deposit is $100 to get your account started. So it's truly accessible for people who are building, oftentimes, for the very first time. Check it out. This video is in partnership with CIT Bank. You can find them in the bio beneath this video as well as in the pinned link. I'm super excited for you and I want to hear your thoughts. Are you excited to start and create a budget, or at least excited for the end result of what will happen with some diligence, discipline, and taking some small steps to set yourself up for financial success? I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.